Hey girls, Coach Brian here, Sunday night. Again, no practice on Monday, so I made a video over the weekend after our two losses, and on one of them I was talking about a 3-2 motion offense. I don't know if anyone watched it because I didn't send the link to your parents, but if you did, that's fine, but I'm probably going to replace it with this video. So if you didn't watch it, not a problem. If you did, it's great. There's still some good stuff in there. But let's talk about this. So this is a little bit different. So this is called a 1-3-1 offense. Okay? The reason why it's basically called 1-3-1 is because you have one, right? You got one. You got basically three, although they're not exactly lined up. One, right? So 1-3-1. And you can see what this kind of does even before we get started. It kind of overloads one side. You almost have these players here basically in a diamond formation, right? You see this diamond formation that we're basically starting in, okay? And then you have this player over here. Now, the diamond could be over on this side too. It all depends on where the point guard starts off. So our number one is the point guard, okay? Now she needs to decide whether she's going to come up the left side or the right side. Never up the middle in this set. Okay, it's either this way or over here. Okay, so for the sake of this video, we'll start her on this side. And basically, this is what's going to happen. We'll have our number 5 player basically sitting right on the edge of the paint. Obviously, you know we have a 3-second rule, so you can't hang out inside here, but basically right on the edge of the paint. Okay, maybe about halfway, you know, maybe up here a little bit. Doesn't matter, just somewhere between about halfway and up near the free throw line, somewhere in this area. The number 3 player and the number 2 player will start outside the 3-point circle, level with the free throw line. So here's your free throw line. So if you extend that out to here or to here. So if I say free throw line extended, this is what I'm talking about. Just if you imagine a line going all the way across here. This player is going to start down here above the block, you know, that big block that sits here, about halfway between the paint and the 3-point circle. And then again, our point guard will be here. Okay? So the object to this is that ideally what we want to see is a pass from the point guard down to this wing player right here. Okay? Now the defense is probably going to get drawn towards this ball. Now this girl is going to be just kind of sliding around in here, maybe cutting in and out of the paint. Well, she's just trying to keep the defense occupied. Okay. This person right here is going to be the next target. So the next pass is going to go from number 3 down to number 4. Okay. So it's a pass to here. And then it's a pass to here. Now, if this person needs to be open for the pass, now chances are if they're way outside here, they will be open. But if they need to get open, then they're going to have to do some kind of move to get open, which is something else we're going to practice next week. We're going to practice what we call V cuts and L cuts. All right, that'll be a separate drill that we do just to work on getting separation. But let's assume that she's able to spring loose. 3 has the ball. It's going to pass it down to 4. And then as soon as that happens, again, you're going to probably have a defender that's going to want to come up here and pick her up. So you're going to have a defender covering here, right, trying to cover this area, okay? It's going to come out. That'll be the opportunity for number 5, right, to cut back door behind her, okay, right into the paint and hopefully for an easy basket, okay? Now, if that's not there, basically, let me move this out of the way. If that's not there, let's say, right, the pass comes here. Now, obviously, the obvious thing is, right, if she's able to just, you know, come down and, you know, drive right towards the basket, fine. But chances are that's not going to happen, right? You're going to have defense, you know, kind of keeping an eye. Not going to let her just drive right down straight into the lane. This is another option. On this pass here, the defense is probably going to get, you know, is going to be looking at this person, but they're going to see these two people right here, All right, they're going to see these two players here. All right, and they're going to want to, keep an eye on them. Might be an opportunity for her to, dribble in and either straight in or to, either straight in or to come in and, pull up a jump shot right here. Okay, so that's an option. And then we still have this player sitting way out here. She's going to be coming in and basically playing this area here. So there could also be an opportunity for a pass, for her to kind of backdoor, right? The defense isn't paying attention to her. She slides over here into the paint. The defense is all, being bothered by, where the ball is over here. So you have an overload of defense. She slides in from here. Boom, there's a pass right there, okay, into the paint, okay? Now, if none of that works, hopefully we get a shot off with that. But if none of that works, then basically everything will kind of reset. 3 will come back to 1. She's going to dribble. Everything will set up over here, okay? 5 will slide over to here. 4 will slide down to here because 1 and 4 always have to start off aligned with each other, okay? So since now the ball is over here, these two players are going to shift to this side, and now everything just happens over here, okay? Where the pass, theoretically should be from 1 to 2, okay? And then from 2 to 4. 4 has managed to get themselves open, okay? And then again, the defense is going to probably overload on this side, okay? Gives 5 a chance to backdoor cut, okay, behind the defense, right? And then hopefully we get a basket right there, and that's basically the setup. And again, alternately, 2 may be able to just, drive in and shoot. 3 might be able to pop inside here, and maybe there's a pass to 3 from either one of these players. Okay, so this help side person that's way out here, you're not just going to be staying out here, right? Because obviously you're not doing any good. If the action is over here, that's perfectly fine, but you want her to be able to, get in the mix. So sliding in here behind the defense, who again is going to probably be really worried about what's going on up top, is going to be something to pay attention to, okay? Now, of course, always, girls, this relies on you guys to pay attention to what's going on the floor, and not just looking down all the time and not being so determined that you want to get the shot that you don't see that your teammate's wide open, okay? So this is really simple, 1-3-1 zone offense, okay? And again, so just to review and just, starting out, all right, let me get rid of all this stuff just to not clog up the screen. I'm just going to review the setup at least one more time. Let me just for now take the defenders away, all right, and take all these lines away. Again, one has to pick a side, or point guard picks a side, not down the middle, either way to the left or way to the right or way to the left, right? So assuming this time on the left. This low post player, as soon as she picks her side, this player is going to come over and just basically line up, again, about halfway between the three-point line and the edge of the paint above the block, okay? 5, this lane player also will slide over and sit right on the line of the paint, okay, about halfway up. Then this player will be sitting way out here, okay, outside the three-point circle, or, just, I guess really anywhere in here. It doesn't necessarily have to be outside, but anywhere in here, just not in the play yet. Okay, lined up with the free throw line, and the same thing with this person that's closer to the play, lined up with the with the free throw line. And then again, it's 1 passing to 2, 2 passing to 4. Obviously, these people have to make sure they get themselves open. Again, we're going to work on like L cuts, V cuts, things to help you spring loose and get a little separation. Okay, and then ideally, the defense comes, out here to chase the ball. That gives number 5 a chance to slide in. for a potential pass from either 1 or 4. I mean, excuse me, 2 or 4 in this case. Okay, and then also again you have 3. Maybe a pass can come this way. You know, if maybe a defender like follows number 5 in and she's not open on the cut because, you know, this X2 is following them. 3 drops into the paint right here. Boom, there's the pass and the shot. Okay, so it's pretty simple. It doesn't even require a screen. Now, you could screen in here too. I mean, you could have somebody, you could have 3 come over and set a screen for number 5. You know, like I said, suppose X2 is covering 5, and we, like I said, we want 5 to jump into the paint here. 3 maybe could come over from their position, set a screen on 2, and then 5, and then at that point, 5 could roll to the basket and then take the pass. So there definitely is places in here to screen, but if you're quick and you're making you know, hard cuts and moves, you may not even need it. Okay, but ultimately, you know, that is a possibility too. All right, so just check that out. There's a video. I'm going to put it in the description of this video. So if you scroll down in this video, there's a link to another video of a guy that demonstrates it with his team. Looks like a high school team, but it's about a 7-minute video, and he kind of walks through it with his team, and you'll actually see it in action. So if you got the extra 7 minutes, click on the video in the description of this video and watch it, and you know, he'll kind of walk you through it, and you'll really get the feel for it at that point. All right, so that's it. I will talk to you girls later. See you at next practice.